how do you determine use cases? Where do you start? Do you start small and start proving it out, or you do the Big Bang theory? Now that you have everything in place, what do you do? How do you determine those use cases and move forward?
Sure. So I think I mentioned earlier, we did a pilot and we looked at different technologies. A part of that also was, how do we build a mechanism, number one, to really track and identify the opportunities? I think it's important for the audience to understand, they should have some structure around the ability to identify opportunities um, through various mechanisms, as well as a priority framework, which is really at the heart of what you're asking, Drew. And when we were first starting out, I, I personally did not want to take on what you called the Big Bang theory. I thought we're too immature in our development. We're too immature with our knowledge of the tools that we have. I thought, let's just try to prove a very straightforward business case or use case for this. And we can start to take on, more reasonably complex use cases as time goes on, as we get better. With the functionality of the tools that we're learning, I kind of likened it to, well, the first time somebody uses Microsoft Excel, right? If you recall back, yeah, you could type some numbers into a cell, you could navigate how to get around the spreadsheet. But that first time you were using Excel, you weren't writing VLOOKUP function, things that a lot of us just second nature can do
Right.
today, right? But it's
Yeah.
taken, years of experience with Excel, and it's like, well, these are kind of the same thing. So at first I was like, okay, well, what opportunities do we have that would just require, navigating the spreadsheet and entering numbers into the cell? And that's what we went with, to make sure, yep, we can do it. Let's keep it that way. And then, as we got better, we took a step back and said, well, maybe some of our priorities should be around some of our low hanging fruit, like how quickly can we get this done? If it's an opportunity that, say we could save the same number of hours per year, or we could see a significant risk reduction, which is definitely a input into our priority is risk reduction, being from a risk management function. But if all else equal, and we can get Drew's control automated in 3 days, but Major's control is going to take us 8 months. Well, we're going to tackle Drew's first, get it done, get it out there, right?
Right.
So there's a number of different factors that we do consider in that priority. But I would suggest, if you're just starting to build and getting familiar with tools, look for that opportunity that just requires the numbers in the cell and navigating a spreadsheet.